All right. Welcome back here. Today is Saturday, January 20th, 2024. It's 30 degrees outside. It's about 48 in here, though. I got my little space heater, which actually puts out enough heat to, heat this little area right here. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to be swapping out these upper control arms. Okay. So these are the ones that I'm going to be swapping them for. I got these built by a guy in Ohio. He goes by the name The Chop. And basically what I told him I wanted was something to look stockish with a 3/4 inch extension, and clean them up and mold them. And that's exactly what he did, man, and I'm real impressed. He sent them to me raw, and then I had them powder coated here locally, gloss black. And man, they look great. Really love them. I also love the ones that are currently on the car, except we have a little problem. I got these done locally by my friend Al, Fine Line, and I like them. They're 1 inch extension, which that's okay. You can shim them back. But the issue that we had a while back was when they powder coat them, as you can see on here, they coat the whole thing, of course, and then you have buildup in here where the bushing doesn't want to go in very easily. So I had my shop help kind of wallow out or use a deburring bit on the die grinder to take the powder coat off, and he took a little bit too much and took some metal off, and the bushings are loose. And ever since that day, it's just been in the back of my mind that it didn't sit well with me, and I'm gonna have to fix that. So here we are, we're gonna fix it today. So let me get this one off. It's gonna be real simple. Jack it up, of course. Take the upper ball joint loose. This is all new. This had 0 miles. Take the rim off, obviously. Take the ball joint off. Ball joint loose. 2 bolts over here, and the arm should slide right off. And then I'm going to reuse the hardware. So that's pretty much it, man. I believe it's probably 3/4, and these are probably 11/16 or something, and they should come off. And then so let me get one off and get my tools out, get warmed up here, get one off, bring you guys back once I get it off. All right, we're back. Got you guys on the chest plate. So I'm going to be using this press here, ball joint press. It's categorized as a ball joint press, but you can use it on these arms also. Comes with different adapters and a C-clamp. So the C-clamp, basically, that's what it is. It's a C-clamp, and it goes around here, around the bushing. So I got this one started to where the bolt will tighten, and basically it's real straightforward. 7/8 bolt on this end. I'm gonna be using a Milwaukee impact. You don't have to use an impact. You can do by hand. You can use air impact, but you can do it by hand for free. You can also rent this thing for free. I ended up buying it because I think the thing was like $20, so it's cheaper than going back and forth to AutoZone with gas and all. So all you do is hit the trigger. I got it all set up. It doesn't go over the metal, and it goes around the rubber bushing. So this pops in here like that. You can also do this with a hydraulic press, or you can beat them in with a hammer. Here we go. That's in. It's pretty flush. It's through. I'm gonna back it out now. That one can go a hair more. I bet when we tighten that bolt, it'll go. Or we could hit it with the impact again. I think I'm gonna hit this one just a little bit more. That's nice and flush. This one has about 1/16 of a gap. So yeah, you can do this on chrome without damaging the chrome. If you got chrome A-arms or whatever, it's a whole nother debate. And there we go. Both upper bushings are pressed in. No damage to anything. I did put a little wheel bearing grease around so it'll help it slide in easier. So I'm just gonna tighten these up, put the ball joint in, put them back on the car, bring you guys back once we tear down the other side. All right, so I got the passenger side off, same process, ball joint, 2 bolts up here, and see how loose this is. That's why I wanted to replace them. I've already cracked these loose a little bit. So it's just these two. These are fine thread, what, 9/16. When I put the driver's side back together, I did put some Loctite 27-140. Not sponsored by that. So this is a rebuild kit, front end rebuild kit or front end bolt kit. Comes with all the washers and all the bolts and lock washers and stuff. So this just comes out. See what I mean? I knew it was wrong, but I just wanted to get the frame rolling and mocked up. Go. Put that right there. Put that right there so it goes right back in how it was. And at this point we could just beat this out. So note to self, you can use the deburring kit or deburring bit to remove enough powder coat to pop these in, but it's a thin line between removing it and removing too much, and that's what happened with this set. There we go. All right, here we are. Got the new arm in, got the cross shaft, dog bone, whatever people call it, exactly how I took it off, put it right back in the vise, so it's going to go back together how it was. Put a little wheel bearing grease on this. Got another bolt for the ball joint. We're ready to roll. Real easy. I'm gonna do one side a little bit at a time, both sides. I think we can just keep on going. We're already almost there. There we go. Put this in here just to hold it. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and put it permanent. It's going easier than I thought. That Milwaukee M18 fuel is one of the best tools I bought. It's a little pricey, but man, things has torque. It's a real good tool to have, man. It'll knock old bumper bolts loose like nothing. I mean, old rusted bumper, like you have a bumper you took off a car. I mean, it's either going to knock them loose or it's going to break them in half. But either way, they're coming out. Best tool I bought, man. I mean, this little 1/4-inch drive impact is cool too for light duty, but it don't even come close to this thing, and it's not expected to come close. All right, double check that real quick. All right. Go easy, hopefully. Main thing you want to make sure is that the C part, whatever part of the C clamp, this area right here, is not hitting the bushing, because then it's not going to give. It's just going against itself. A little bit of wheel bearing grease. Just like that. So now we'll throw this on. We're reusing the same hardware. This thing has 0 miles. So I must say, man, Max did a hell of a job on these arms, man. They look great. Powder coater, superior shot on Northside Houston. Man, great job on the powder coat. Max is also the guy I got the extra convertible body mounts from to put on the frame. And it's a hard top frame, well reinforced. And they're made out of 3/16. They're not made out of sheet metal. So this is much tighter. Much tighter. So let me get this ball joint in. Bring you guys back once I get it on the car. All right, so I got the upper on, 2 bolts here, 11/16, and they're kind of serrated, so once they go in, they get caught, so you're able to tighten them. All that's left is this ball joint right here. You can see they're much tighter now. There we go. trying to record here on the chest. I don't know if it's doing a good job. The ball joints don't have to be super tight because you're going to use the cotter pin. I mean, you want them tight, but you don't have to sit there and bust your knuckle on it. A little bit more. Here we go. Bend that one down and back. And there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this rim on, and I'll bring you guys back, recap the whole thing. All right, here's the finished product. 3/4 inch extension on the A-arms. Essentially brand new bushings and brand new ball joints because there's no miles on them. Powder coated gloss black. Same on this side. I do notice a difference between 3/4 inch and 1 inch, but most people probably won't. But being that I've been staring at this car for months, I do notice a difference. And I like it. I'm not a big fan of the big A-arm extension. Anyways, man, like I said, you can do this yourself. They rent those tools. What am I trying to say that they are? C-clamp press. They rent those at AutoZone or O'Reilly or Advance. And I mean, literally 11/16, 3/4 inch on the ball joint, 9/16 on the washers, on the bushing bolts, and the thing comes apart. You try and take something like this, especially chrome, to a place like Firestone or Midas or someplace like that, and the first thing they're going to do is laugh at you, and then they're going to ask you, what the hell is this, or what do you want us to do? That's why I do this stuff myself, because I've been there before. Anyways, real easy, guys. Hope this video helps you. Hope you enjoyed it, and bring you guys back for more work. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.